Mr. Speaker, I rise today to pay tribute, to honor, to remember, and to celebrate the life of an outstanding American patriot whom I greatly admired, Marine General Carl E. Mundy, Jr. It's not often, I would think, that a former sergeant in the Marine Corps Reserves becomes friends with a four-star general and a former commandant of the Marine Corps, but such was my good fortune. I met General Mundy. He served as our 30th Commandant of the Marine Corps through my father, Ike. They lived in the same retirement community in Florida and shared the special bond that binds one generation of Americans, Marines, to the next. It's a connection that transcends grade and rank, officer and enlisted, and that my father fought in the battle for Iwo Jima, which is a sacred memory for all Marines, made their friendship and their mutual respect that much deeper. And it was at my dad's encouragement that I reached out to General Mundy when I sought this office. And when I met him, he was 73 years old, yet he exuded without effort and without pretense the dignity and the military bearing that we'd expect of a Marine Commandant. It was his humble spirit, however, that I truly found myself pondering and admiring long after our meetings and conversations had ended. And though the General always encouraged me to call him Carl, I never could. He was always, of course, General Mundy. And always a leader, the General encouraged me in this effort to again serve my country, not in uniform, but through public service. And I suspect he lent his good name and reputation to help me more out of respect for my dad than for me. But of the many endorsements I was so fortunate to receive, the General's meant the most. And I believe all who favored me with their endorsement, and I think especially those who served in our United States military, will understand why the Commandant's endorsement was particularly meaningful. Now, not long after General Mundy lost his wife of 56 years, Linda Sloan Mundy, the General was diagnosed with cancer, and my parents passed him in the neighborhood one day when he was still well enough to take his afternoon walks. And Dad shared with me the account of how when the General saw my parents coming and he recognized my father, he stopped, he came to full attention and offered a respectful hand salute to my dad, who again was a World War II Marine sergeant. A nice crisp hand salute. Now this is the spirit of the man and the Marine, the humble warrior that I knew and so deeply respected. And as I reflect upon General Mundy's life and his service, I'm reminded, and it's the young people in the house today, I'm just reminded that we are a free people because good men and women have willingly set aside differences to fight for that which binds us together as fellow Americans. General Mundy inspired many others to serve, including his two sons, Brigadier General Carl Mundy III and Colonel Timothy Mundy, both of whom are on active duty as United States Marines. And so I join my fellow Marines especially, and including my father Ike, and grateful Americans across our country in expressing heartfelt condolences to the Mundy family. And it is with eternal gratitude and respect that I'll offer a final hand salute and tribute and a memory to the 30th Commandant of the United States Marine Corps, an American patriot, whom I was so fortunate to count as my friend, General Carl E. Mundy, Jr., United States Marine Corps. Mission accomplished, sir. Semper Fidelis. I yield back the remainder of my time.
Gentleman yields back.